Yeah, so good evening and welcome to yet another online tutorial on microwaves and antennas. So we are in module one, and module one is about transmission line. And we have studied in last class we have studied till standing wave ratio, right? So because of this workshop which was there in our department, I couldn't engage a live session last time. I posted a recording. So what I'll do is we'll start today's session. Before start solving numerical problems, I would like to revise, right, a quick revision of video 1.11, right 11th video of first module. I would like to have a quick revision. So after that we'll start solving problems, right? So that we it was mainly about actually what the standing wave and standing wave ratio, right? It was mainly about standing wave and standing wave ratio. So if you have a transmission line, right, if you have a transmission line, there will be incident and reflected wave, and incident and reflected wave, when they interfere, what we'll get a standing wave, right? So we can represent that standing wave, right, pattern, magnitude pattern of standing wave like this, right? So this is maximum value, this is minimum value, and along this x-axis we have z, distance from origin, right? And Vmax, right, we know it will be equal to actually what, okay, maybe I'll so this is how we'll get. And we know the maxima or minima of this V node repeats every lambda by 2. I'll give you option. It repeats every lambda by 4, every lambda by 2, every lambda. The maxima along a standing wave, it will repeat every lambda by 4, lambda by 2, and lambda. What is the correct answer? You can type in chat window. Okay, I should not be asking questions during last hour, right? So it's actually what it will repeat every lambda by 2. Right? It will repeat every lambda by 2. Maxima will repeat every lambda by 2. Minima will repeat every lambda by 2. And also we have seen, right? So how are we getting the standing wave? I told, right? So and Vmax, Vmin, all those steps. So Vmax in general, it is equal to V plus e power minus alpha z plus V minus e power alpha z, and you can also write it as V plus e power minus alpha z into 1 plus mode of gamma, right? And it happens for all beta z equal to n pi. The maxima occurs for all beta z equal to n pi, or z equal to n lambda by 4, I think, right? So okay, maybe I'm leaving it up to you, right? So where z equal to what value, right? It will repeat for every n lambda by 4. That's what n lambda by 2, n lambda by 2, right? It will repeat for, but I'm leaving it to you. Z equal to what, right? So then Vmin, minimum value of standing wave pattern, that will be V plus e power minus alpha z minus V minus e power alpha z. So this is equal to V plus e power minus alpha z into 1 minus mode of gamma, where gamma is actually what the standing this reflection coefficient. It happens for beta z is equal to 2n minus 1 times pi by 2, odd multiples of pi by 2. So this is what we have seen, right? So then what we have is we obtained expression for reflection standing wave ratio. Standing wave ratio, we have written it as rho, and that is equal to ratio of magnitude of maximum voltage to minimum voltage, or this is also equal to ratio of magnitude of maximum current to minimum current, right? And this is equal to V plus e power minus alpha z minus plus V minus e power alpha z divided by V plus e power minus alpha z minus V minus e power alpha z, and this is also equal to 1 plus mode of gamma divided by 1 minus mode of gamma, right? So these were the result I just wanted you to carry forward, right? So if you don't remember anything else also, I won't mind, right? So you should know what is a standing wave, right? You should be able to define what is a standing wave. Then what is the maximum value, what is the minimum value, what is the standing wave ratio, right? And of course, we can write right standing wave this mode of gamma in terms of standing wave ratio as rho minus 1 divided by rho plus 1, right? And this also can be written in terms of maxima and minimum voltage as Vmax minus Vmin divided by Vmax plus Vmin, right? So this mode of gamma can be written as Vmax minus Vmin by Vmax plus Vmin. So if you ask me how, it's very straightforward, right? So rho is nothing but what? Vmax by Vmin, right? So I can write Vmax by Vmin minus 1 divided by Vmax by Vmin plus 1. So if you expand this, right, we will get Vmax minus Vmin divided by Vmin divided by Vmax plus Vmin divided by Vmin. So this 1 by Vmin will get cancelled both on numerator and denominator. So what we'll get is this. So this is also a very important result. You will be using it in your lab, right? You'll be using this in your lab, right? This is what you will be observing. So basically what you can directly observe is the standing wave pattern, right? Basically you can directly observe in your lab is this standing wave pattern. So now I think it is the appropriate time to discuss about the experiment which you have in your lab, right? So there I'm not telling in detail about that, much detail about that. 1 second, right? I'm not telling in much detail, but I'll give you an idea, right? What exactly is that related to this particular topic, right? So in lab you have a rectangular waveguide, right? A rectangular waveguide is actually what? It's a type of transmission line. It's a hollow metallic cavity, right, within which the electromagnetic wave will be confined. And for this hollow metallic cavity, right, there will be a slot. A slot will be there, which means there is a cut, right? There is an opening through which you can insert a probe, right, and measure what is the voltage. Through this, you can insert one probe and measure what is the voltage at any given distance, right? It's a movable probe, movable jack, right? Movable jack. And of course, on this, there will be distance marked, right? There will be a vernier scale where distance will be marked, right, on this. So you can move this jack and measure the voltage at any given distance, right? You can move this jack and measure the voltage at given distance. So as you move from one end to the other, you can see actually what? You can see the standing wave pattern, right? You can see maxima, minima, maxima, minima. It will be moving on like this. So what you will be seeing is you will observe two adjacent maxima or adjacent minimas. Then the separation between that will be equal to actually what? Lambda by 2, sorry. Separation between two adjacent maxima or two adjacent minima will be equal to lambda by 2. So with this idea, you can find out what is the wavelength, right? You can find what is the wavelength. And of course, if you have the magnitude of Vmax and Vmin, right? If you have Vmax and Vmin, so this Vmax by Vmin will be equal to, right? Vmax by Vmin will be equal to, okay, I think right. So this rho will be equal to Vmax by Vmin. You can find out the standing wave ratio as Vmax by Vmin. And you can find out mode of gamma as Vmax minus Vmin divided by Vmax plus Vmin, right? So after I discuss the reflection, this reflex klystron, we will take up that particular experiment and I'll explain you the setup and procedure, right? So for the time being, please do remember this. So, right, so these you can observe whatever we have discussed now, right? You can't observe this RLGCs, you can't observe directly the characteristic impedance, but this whatever standing wave we have explained, that is something which you can observe with your, not only with your eyes, with your eyes and some measuring instruments, right? So these things are what I want you to remember, right? These things are what I want you to remember, right? These equations. Any doubt in this? Any doubt in this so far? If you have any doubt, please feel free to ask. Otherwise, we'll start solving problems. Any doubt? Please, at least one of you, please do type in chat window, right, so that I can proceed. Again, try to watch that, and if you think you don't want to watch that video again, and I want to take it up in another live session, we can do that, not a problem, right? Maybe one of the tutorial session, if you request, I can repeat it, right? I can repeat it, right? But for the time being, to solve problem, this much is more than sufficient, right? Okay, now we'll go to the, and apart from this, in the video 11 1.11, I've discussed about pure standing wave, right? What will happen to standing wave if ZL equal to Z0? What will happen to short circuited line? What will happen to an open circuited line? All those things again I have discussed. So please do watch that as well, right? So okay, now we'll move ahead to a problem. So this problem I've taken from your textbook only. This is again actually what I repeatedly ask question, right? This is the problem 3.3.1 in your textbook, right? So the problem, all of you please do take down. Right, the problem is a transmission line has a characteristic impedance of 50 plus j 0.01 ohm and is terminated in a load impedance. So given Z0 is given, that is 550 plus j 0.01 ohm and is terminated in a load impedance. So ZL equal to Z0, that is also given, right? Sorry, ZL is also given. ZL is equal to what? 73 minus j 42.5 ohm. Now we have to calculate the reflection coefficient and standing wave ratio. Reflection coefficient is gamma, standing wave ratio is rho. How to solve this problem? How to solve? I'll give you the equations, right? So reflection coefficient in terms of, so what is given? Given Z0 is equal to 50 plus j 0.01 ohm, right? And ZL is equal to 73 minus j 42.5 ohm, right? These things are given, right? We need to find gamma, that is ZL minus Z0 divided by ZL plus Z0, and you need to find rho, that is nothing but what, 1 plus mode of gamma divided by 1 minus mode of gamma, right? So these things are what you have to find. So now it is 4:25. I'll give you time till 4:30. Please do find out these things, right? I'm not going to, ZL is given, Z0 is given, right? So then you can find gamma. Once you find gamma, you use magnitude of gamma here. So this is actually what magnitude of gamma, right? So please, I'll give you time, 5 minutes time. I think 5 minutes time is not required, 3 minutes time. So please do solve this and give me the answer. Please solve this and give. What I'll do is in between I'll ask someone and I'll ask to what show your notebook. I initially itself I had one main request from my side to maintain a notebook. So I am expecting all of you to what maintain a notebook. For that, right, no compromise. In that aspect, no compromise. Right. I want everyone to maintain a notebook of your own. Right. Otherwise, it's going to be very difficult at the end for you to appear or to do well in exam. Like it's going to be difficult. So all of you, please do maintain a notebook. So I have given a problem now. Right. I'll actually ask maybe 5-6 people randomly. I'll pick and ask to show the solution in your notebook. Right. You will have to switch on your video and show. Right. I'm doing this for your good, right? So that you don't have to feel bad, right? So I'll ask, right, anyone to show. So 3 more minutes. Please do solve this. I've given you the formula. You just actually calculate it and give me the answer. Please don't type your answers in chat window. I'll ask people to show your note and explain. So okay, I'll give 2 more minutes. Okay, last 1 minute, and then I'll start asking. Right, I'll start asking individuals to unmute, right, and give answer, and also just show your notebook in camera. And yeah, so that's it. Maybe I'll start asking. Right. I initially first I'll ask. Okay. Whom should I ask? Okay, Sagar, could you please unmute? If you don't mind, please unmute. Sagar Power. Yes,
Sir.
yeah. Did you get the answer for this question?
Doing, sir.
Doing. Right. Okay. Then, if you don't mind, could you please switch on your camera and show the solution which you are trying? Right.
Okay, sir.
If it's okay, yeah. Many people started leaving now when I actually randomly started calling up names. We had almost 54, now it is 45. Right. 1 second, Sagar. Can you show the entire notebook? Just can you just turn through the pages
Yes, sir.
just to see how much we have like covered? Right.
Yes, yes.
Okay. Okay. Please don't feel bad. Like I didn't
Yes,
like
yes, sir.
it. Right.
I did it.
I just want to make sure this one thing. I just want to make sure all are taking down notes. Right. Okay. Can you show the first page now, Sagar? Approximately how many pages are there now?
Yes, yes. Just started with
Around?
one. Around 13, sir.
13 pages only. Okay, fine. Yeah, fine. Yeah. Thank you. You didn't finish the problem, right?
Yes,
You're doing it. Okay, fine. Do you have a calculator with you?
yes, I have.
Okay, okay, fine. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. You can just turn off your camera and you can mute yourself. Right. Yeah. Next, I will call out. Srisha. Srisha, KJ, could you please unmute?
Yes, sir.
Did you get the answer?
I got gamma as 0.273 minus 0.25 J.
Gamma as I need it in polar form. Sorry, I forgot to mention that. I need it in polar form. Right. Why? Because in polar form, it will give me actually what direct magnitude, so that I can use the magnitude to find out rho. Right. So could you tell me that in polar form, Srisha?
Yes, sir, I'm doing it.
Yeah. Enough, or should I ask more people? What is the class opinion?
So I got
What is it? Tell me, Srisha. What is the answer?
0.37 minus 0.37 angle minus 42 degree.
Okay, 0.377 angle minus 42.7 degree, 42.4,
Yes.
42.7 degree, I'll write, right. 0.377 angle. This is the correct answer. I hope all of you should have got this, right. So now we got this. Simply you can use calculator as right. You can directly use calculator, right. ZL is given, Z naught is given. In complex mode you can do division, right. Even you enter the Cartesian form in complex mode, you can do division. You'll get result in Cartesian form. You have to simply convert it into what polar form. But if square root or nth power or if something like that comes, at times your calculator may throw error. Then as we have discussed in last problem solving session, you can convert it into polar and do right. So now we got this, and this is actually what this 0.377 is nothing but mode gamma, right. Mode of gamma or magnitude of gamma is nothing but 0.377. So you please substitute this 0.377 in the expression for rho, and please tell me what you're getting for rho. Thank you, Srisha. Right, thank you, Srisha, for sharing your answer. Right. So now I'll ask Vinuta. Vinuta, what is the value of rho? Vinuta, could you please unmute yourself? Vinuta JY. Right. And if I'm asking question and if you are not unmuting yourself, right, I have to assume that you are absent. You have just turned it on and went somewhere, right. I'll mark absent, right. No compromise in that. Vinuta, you want to unmute? Okay, fine. So maybe someone else can tell, right? What is the answer for rho? What is the answer for rho? 1 plus 0.377 by 1 minus 0.377. Is it equal to 2.21? Is it 2.21? Value of rho? Please confirm. 2.19. You can take 0.377. So when right, when you are rounding off, right. So in this case, you round off up to what? 3 or 4 decimal places you can round off, right. If you are rounding off, please round off to 3 or 4 decimal places, right. So 2.19, 2.21, all are closer by, right. So right, okay, fine. I think that there is no doubt in that particular problem. It was straightforward. So this problem was asked many times, right. This problem was asked many times. Now we'll move on to the next problem. Any doubt in this problem? No room for doubt here, right. So we'll move on to the next problem, right. So the next problem is, all of you please take down, the standing wave pattern established on a lossless transmission line is as shown below. So a standing wave pattern is given along the independent variable, it is z, that is distance from origin. Along y-axis it is v0, right. So maximum value is 7.5 volt and minimum value is 2.5 volt, and also given the first minima occurs at 7.5 centimeter from origin, first maxima occurs at 15 centimeter from origin, second minima occurs at 22.5 centimeter, right. So you have to find magnitude of gamma, you have to find rho, and also you have to find wavelength in centimeter, right. You have to find wavelength in centimeter. So do you want to give it a try or should I only solve? Right, depending on your opinion, I'll give you some time to try or I'll solve. If you want me to solve, please do type in, I'll solve. Otherwise, I'll give you some time to try out. I don't know how effective it is giving you people time to solve problems when it is in offline or online mode. If it was in class, it would have been, of course, effective. It would have made you people think through, right? But now, shall I solve this problem? Or anyone want to try out this? Shall I solve this? Okay, yeah, thank you. Right, so if I ask some question, at times I may actually wait for at least someone to respond, right? So some of you may be getting irritated about what this person, right? Please don't feel that at least some of you are responding. I'll go ahead, right? if you give me an assurance, I'll go ahead. That's it, right? So we want to find mode of gamma, rho, and lambda in centimeter. So first I'll take up lambda in centimeter, right? Lambda. So separation between adjacent minima is actually what? It is lambda by 2, right? So separation between adjacent minima is lambda by 2. So we can straight away write lambda by 2 is equal to actually what? 22.5 minus 7.5 in centimeter, which implies what is lambda now? So lambda by 2 is actually what? 15 centimeter, right? Which implies lambda is equal to 30 centimeter, right? And if you are asked to find out f is equal to c by lambda, right? Unless otherwise specified, you can assume c to be equal to 3 into 10 power 8, right? If mentioned medium has this velocity, then you can use that, right? So that will be 3 into 10 power 8 divided by 30 into 10 power minus 2, right? Centimeter. 30 into 10 power or minus 1?
Sir, yes sir, minus 2.
Minus 2, yeah. So what is the answer? Is it 1 gigahertz? Frequency, are we getting one frequency of the wave which is propagating through? Are we getting 1 gigahertz?
Yes sir, yes sir.
Right,
1 into 10 to the power 9.
Right, so frequency will be 1 gigahertz. So this is what you will do. This you will do in your lab, right? So you'll find the position of adjacent maximas or adjacent minimas. You'll note down the values and you'll note down actually what the positions. Then from that you can find guide wavelength. So this is actually what the guided wavelength, right? So that is first thing. Then how to find rho? So next you can, as Vmax and Vmin are given. So what else is given? Given Vmax is equal to 7.5 volt and Vmin is equal to 2.5 volt. So you can either find rho directly. Rho is actually what? Directly equal to Vmax by Vmin. That is 7.5 divided by 2.5. That is equal to 3. Right. Or else you can find mode of gamma directly. That is equal to what? Vmax minus Vmin divided by Vmax plus Vmin. So this will be equal to 3 minus 1 divided by 3 plus 1. So that will be equal to what? 2 by 4, that is 0.5. Right. Or else you can even find out, right? Or else you can even find out mode of gamma as rho minus 1 divided by rho plus 1. That also will be 3 minus 1 divided by 3 plus 1.
Sir,
Right, that will be, yeah.
Vmax is 7.5.
Vmax is 7.5. Sorry, sorry, yeah,
So 5
yeah,
minus
7.5 minus, sorry, 2.5 divided by 7.5 plus 2.5. Sorry, right. So it is 5 by 10, right? It's 5 by 10, that is 0.5. This is equal to 5 by 10, that is equal to 0.5. It's correct, right, Savan? Sorry, I wrote 3 and 1. It would have been.
It's
Right.
correct. It's correct.
It's correct. Either way you can do, not a problem. Right. Either way you can do, it's not a problem. Right. So so this is what you will do in lab. So this particular problem, it actually what it's about the calculation which you will be doing in your laboratory experiment, that is reflex klystron experiment. This is a calculation you will be doing. Apart from that, I should discuss something about cutoff frequency and all. Right. That I'll discuss when when I discuss reflex klystron. So is this problem clear? Shall we move ahead? It's very simple, quite straightforward problem. Right. Shall we move ahead? Any discussion is any further discussion is needed on this? Yeah. Okay. So I think this problem is fine. So sorry, instead of 7.5 and 2.5, I have written 3 and 1. Why? Because I was thinking of rho minus 1 and rho plus 1. That's why. I hope it didn't create any confusion. You understood it was a mistake from my side. Right. So even though it was a mistake, both ways are correct. Right. Yeah. So now we'll move on to the next problem. Right. Next problem. Right. It's a bumper problem. Right. So it's a 1 mark problem. I told you your notebook is one of the right assignments. Right. notebook is one of the assignments. So I have a problem here, right? If you are able to solve this and tell me the answer, right, I'll give you 1 mark, right? So the condition is, if you have solved, please don't type it in chat window, or even please don't type it in your WhatsApp group, right? If you have solved the problem, please raise your hand. I'll ask one by one, right? You can give me the answer, right? So I'll read out the problem. So this problem, if you solve and give me correct answer, you will get +1 mark for your notebook assignment, right? I'm not telling it simply, I'll give, right? So I'll read out the question. I hope all of you can read this, right? A transmission line having a length of 25 kilometer, right? Having a length of 25 kilometer is terminated in its characteristic impedance. So terminated in its characteristic impedance, that is, it's matched at a specific frequency. Voltage at a distance of 1 kilometer from the line is 10% below that of the sending end voltage. Compute the value of load and voltage if the sending end voltage is 40 volt. This is not from your textbook. I've taken this problem from I recently received a specimen copy of Bakshi textbook, right? It was sent by one of the faculty from VTU, who was like one of the publishers, right? So in that, again, we have so many sold out examples, previous year sold out question paper and all. So I've taken this question from there, right? So I think it's a good question. It will assess the understanding, how much you understand about transmission line, right? About matching a transmission line, standing wave, reflection, incidence, all those things, right? So please try solving this. So before we try and solve this, I'll help you write down what are given in this question, right? I'll help you write down what are given in this question, right? Okay. One second. And I'll help you write down what are given in this question, right? So what are given is, I'll write, right? The system model is this. The system model is this. You have a transmission line, right? And you have a load impedance. You have a generator, right? And this Vs is given to be equal to 40 volt, right? Amplitude of this voltage source is given to be 40 volt, right? And length of the transmission line is given to be equal to 25 kilometer, right? Length of the transmission line is given to be equal to 25 kilometer, right? And what else is given? ZL is equal to Z0, that is given, right? And also this end is Z is equal to 0, and this end is Z is equal to L. And at a distance of 1 kilometer, right? At a distance of 1 kilometer, right? If you observe distance of 1 kilometer, here the voltage is 10% below the sending end voltage. If sending end amplitude is 40 volt, the voltage here is V of Z equal to 1 kilometer is equal to 10% below the sending end voltage. That is actually what? 0.9 times Vs, right? At a distance of Z is equal to 1 kilometer, right? The voltage is 0.9 times Vs. 10% below means 90% of the sending end voltage. 90% of the sending end voltage I can write as 0.9 times Vs, right? This is what is given, right? So from what is given, here ZL is not given, Z0 is not given, right? But what is given, ZL is equal to Z0. From that I can infer reflection is not there. Reflection is 0. Only incident wave will be there. Reflected wave is 0. That I can infer. So what is that we have to find out? We need to find what is the voltage at Z is equal to 25 kilometer. What is the voltage? Voltage is Z is equal to 25 kilometer is what we have to find out, right? So this is the question, and these are the things which is given, right? These are the things which are given. Vs is given to be 40 volt, right? Voltage at a distance of Z equal to 1 kilometer is given 0.9 times Vs. Length of the line is given to be 25 kilometer. We need to find voltage at L is equal to 20, Z is equal to 25. Also given ZL equal to Z0, right? So these are given, and I'll give you a hint. right? The hint is, right, v of z in general is equal to v plus e power minus gamma z plus v minus e power gamma z, right? Where v plus e power minus gamma z is incident voltage, v minus e power gamma z is actually what? Reflected voltage. But here, fortunately, right, this reflected voltage is given to be equal to actually what? Zero. So this reflected voltage is zero. Why? Because ZL is equal to Z naught. So V of Z is V plus e power minus gamma Z. So, and what is this V plus? V plus is actually what? Magnitude of the incident voltage at Z equal to zero. Magnitude of the incident voltage at Z equal to zero, or amplitude of incident voltage at Z equal to zero. And this V plus will be equal to 40. Right. These are the hints. So with this, if you can try and find the solution, right? Please try and find the solution. And what? Don't type the answer in chat window, or please don't share it with your friends. Right. Uh, if you get the answer, please raise your hand. I'll ask. Otherwise, I'll give you 3 minutes to solve this. 3 minutes. Now it is 4:49. Exactly, yes. Okay, 4:50. Exactly at 4:53. I'll right end this offer. Right, and I'll solve this for you people. Right. I'll give 3 minutes. You can try. If you are able to solve this, right, +1 for your notebook assignment. If you're not able to solve, I'll help you out solve it. No problem. Right, these are different types of problems which you can get. These are some ways which the examiners can twist the question. But such questions, normally they don't used to ask. The problems which are asked used to be quite straightforward. Right. So please try out. I'll give you 3 minutes. And I'll give you 3 minutes. Please try out. And if anyone is getting
So you have muted yourself.
yeah, I just muted because I have given you time to solve.
Okay, sir.
Right. Okay. I'll unmute. Right. Thank you, Shavin. All of you to try. Right. All of you, please do try. Right. Yeah, you have 1 more minute, and if you are done, you can please raise your hand. Right. In 1 more minute, we'll end this offer. I'll end this offer and I'll solve it. Right. Right. Sorry, the time ends there. Anyone got the answer? Anyone has the answer? Or anyone who think can solve this? Right. So what I'll do is, right, maybe you can just type if you got the answer or not, right? Yes or no, you can type in chat window, right? I'll consider that chat transcript for your attendance. So please do type in yes or no, whether you got the solution or not. All of you should type, right? Right. So I'll consider that answer for your attendance, right? Whether it is yes or no, you will get attendance, right? But that 1 mark, it's right. Done, right? So please do type in. So from 454, whatever response I'm getting, so I'm getting mostly no, right? I'm just waiting. If any one yes is there, I would be really happy. Right. Okay, I think it's mostly no. So what I'll do is, okay, all of you please do type in. Right. Meanwhile, I'll solve the problem here. Right. So right. So I'll solve the problem here. Right. So what you have to understand is v of z is equal to v plus e power minus gamma z. So in this, if you substitute the value of z, you will get the value of v of z. Right. So now v of z equal to 1 kilometer. V of z equal to 1 kilometer. This is equal to v plus. V plus is nothing but what? 40. Right. V plus is nothing but 40 into e power minus gamma. I don't know what is gamma, so I'm writing gamma as such into 1 kilometer. I am writing. Right. V of z is equal. V of z at 1 kilometer is actually what? 40 into e power minus gamma times 1 kilometer. And we know this is equal to actually what? 0.9 into 40. This is equal to 0.9 into 40. So what happens is I can just cancel out this 40 and 40. So what I'll get is e power minus gamma times 1 kilometer. That is equal to 0.9. So I'll get, right. So from this I'll get e power minus gamma times 1 kilometer. That is equal to 0.9. Why I'm right? So why I didn't write it in meter? Why? Because it's I need to find L at a distance of 2.5 kilometers. So there again I can substitute distance kilometer, right? So now what I want to find is this I got, right? E power minus gamma is equal to 0.9. I need to find what is e power minus gamma times 25. What is that? This is what I have to find, right? So e power minus gamma times 25. It is nothing but what? So I would e power x y is nothing but what? E power x to the whole power y. E power x to the power y, right? So I'm using that principle here. So e power minus gamma times 25 is equal to what? E power minus gamma whole power 25. That is nothing but what? 0.9 to the power 25, right? So e power minus gamma times 25 will be 0.9 to the power 25. So what I need to find is, right, v of z equal to 25 kilometer. This is equal to 40 into e power minus gamma times 25. That is 40 into 0.9 to the power 25. So what is the answer? 40 into 0.9 to the power 25. Can anyone find the answer for me, please? 40 into 0.9 to the power 25.
$2.87, sir.
2.87. Yes. 2.87. 2.87 volt. That is the answer. Right. 2.87 volt is the answer. Right. That's it. So all of you understood this problem? It's a bit tricky question. Right. So whether all of you understood this problem, any doubt in this? What we have done is, from whatever data we have given, we have written the expression. Right. From that we got e power minus gamma into 1 kilometer is actually what? 0.9. Then e power minus gamma into 25 kilometers should be equal to what? 0.9 to the power 25. Right. That is the thing. Right. That's it. Right. I'm not prolonging the session. If you have Savan, you have answered. You got the answer.
After calculation.
Okay, fine. Right, now I understood why people are actually what revolting against you. Right. Simply, right. Please don't feel bad. Right. Okay, you have given me an answer, of course. Right. So maybe what I'll do is, right, to no one is getting marked. No one is getting right entered. I gave you 3 minutes, so within that no one could answer, so no one is eligible for +1. So again, I'll come up with another problem for this +1 mark for notebook assignment. Right. Okay, I think that's it. Right. If you have any other questions, you can ask. Otherwise, you can leave the meeting. I'll just whatever response you have given, yes or no for this question, I'll consider that as actually what your attendance. Right. So I think almost 49, 48 people have responded. Right. So that I'll consider as attendance. Right. Oh, thank you so much. Right. So that's it for today's session. So we'll end today's session.